Hey guys, this is Amal from TechLeatherCraft 209. I'm doing a quick video review on the OtterBox Commuter series case I picked up from my Note 4. If you follow my channel before, you know I've been reviewing and I love the Varus Iron Shield and also the Spigen Tough Armor. I also do have the Rinky Fusion Flex that I don't use as often. In fact, it's in my drawer right now, mostly because it's super slimline, and for some people that's great. I actually, because of my leather work that I do, it is a little bit too thin because I do drop and put stuff on my phone or put my phone down on like my workbench, and I'm always worried about kind of stuff getting onto the phone or just some of my tools, which are pretty sharp, getting on there. So one of the things I did like about the Rinky Fusion is that it had the dust covers for the headphone jack and also the micro USB charging for the Note, but it was just a really slimline case. With both of these cases, there is no dust cover, right? The headphone ports are open and the micro USB ports are open. And for most people, that's probably not an issue. But if you're someone like me who's doing a lot of leather work and sanding leather or thinning down leather, so you can see there's a lot of dust kind of flying around, and I do sometimes worry that I'll get stuff into the micro USB or the headphone jack. So I did then pick up this OtterBox Commuter series. So the Commuter series and the Defender series have the port covers, so the headphone port cover and the charging port cover. The only other thing I'll mention is that the OtterBox Commuter series and I think the Defender line is supposed to be compatible with the Verizon Note 4. For those of you who have a Verizon, hopefully you already know about this, but the microphone, right, the microphone port on the Verizon Note 4s are placed differently than the AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint, and so that has been an issue with some case manufacturers. So you can see I've modified my Spigen here, and in fact I did also modify my Varus Iron Shield. The nice thing about the Varus Iron Shield with this frame is you can't tell it's modified here, but if you look down, you can see that I have enlarged the hole in the rubber, right? So basically then the sound travels up and through to the correct spot on the phone. Once again, I don't know how many people know about this or not, but on the Commuter series for OtterBox, supposedly this is addressed, so I'm excited to see how that goes. So let's just get into it really quick. So let's get into installing it onto the Note. One thing you want to be aware of is that these plugs do kind of slip in and catch right here, so you do want to make sure you push them out when you're detaching it from the plastic part. So you can see, unlike the Rinky Fusion case, for example, this just kind of sits like that. It's loose. It doesn't really stick in there. And same thing with like the headphone port. You can see there's no like little nub that goes in, into the headphone port. And I'll show you how that works. Once you get that in, you have to kind of push on this little rubber. You can see it does this kind of weird bending thingy right here, and you can see down here the micro USB is kind of funky like that too. So to get that, you might have to use like a tool. You can see that the OtterBox for the Verizon case, it has this oval cutout, which it needs to do in order to accommodate for or adjust for the microphone hole being offset. A couple things I will point out. Some things I really like, of course, as I mentioned earlier, the reason I got them is the port covers. Yeah, I really like the covers. The buttons on these feel really nice. They have a really nice tactile feel to it. I'm not having any issues with my fingerprint scanner. You can see the buttons are actuating really nice. The camera is recessed in nicely. Cutouts are all there for the S Pen. One thing that does come out is, even though this curve has a really nice feel to it in the hand, right? There's no kind of sharpness to it because of the plastic or the polycarbonate, or whatever they want to call it. It is a little bit more slippery. I really like the feel of the heftiness of it. My main concern is just kind of this smooth curve to it, which once again feels really nice in the hand. As I'm holding it, it feels really nice. There's no sharp edges or anything kind of poking me, but that slipperiness is just a slight concern. I got this on Amazon actually for about $28. I think they're about 30, and on OtterBox's website I think they're like 40 something. And so I do recommend Amazon if you're interested in picking these up. I will post a link. That has been my kind of preview and unboxing of the OtterBox Commuter series case. It's a nice case, especially with all the dust port covers, especially if you're a leather worker, woodworker, someone who's around dust a lot. I think that is something that will come in handy, especially for kind of the larger, more critical electronic components of the phone. If you have any questions about the case or any of the cases, please also ask that in the comment section. I will have more custom leather projects and tech reviews coming up pretty soon. So if that's something you're interested in, subscribe to my channel so you can get updated when I do post those videos. Alright guys, take care and have a good one. Bye.